The quickest way to the ocean is through the west gate. Yeah, we're not going to do that right now. No, what we are going to do right now is slow down the flow of time. Alright, we got some new masks. We're gonna use them. Starting with our new Keaton mask. Oh, that's actually really cool. We got this entire row filled out in just one cycle. Can you believe it? So, ready to find out what this weird grass is for. Hee hee ho! Hello, child. If you are attempting to fool me, it is impossible. We Keatons can recognize our own by the sheen of our tails. But you're a good child. Let me put you to a test. There's a similar race in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, the Phoenixes. I'm pretty sure they're called Phoenixes. And they're like only a Nim's side quest. It's to be this. Pick one of the 3 choices. What bad habit does Andrew, the innkeeper, have? So, the Keaton is basically this game's quiz. The Grunty's Furnace Fun. Which I love it when games do this. She's quick to apologize. Answer me this. Pick one of the 3 choices. What is Andrew, the innkeeper, bad at doing? Okay, just another one about Andrew. Cooking. What is the name of the song that Romani, the girl at the ranch, teaches you? We have not done that yet, you jerk! We're actually about to do that, but we haven't done it yet. Get your facts straight. What time does Romani, the girl at the ranch, go to bed? It's 8 because that's when the house, like their house closes. Which, that's probably when I should have actually gone to their house and seen Andrew there, but oh well. How many tiny cow figurines are there in Clocktown? Okay, well this is a hard one! Okay, so, yeah. So, if you fail the Keaton's quiz, or like if you take off... No, I'll show that a bit later. Well, if you fail the quiz, that Keaton will not respawn at that spot until the next cycle. And if you want to reattempt the quiz, you have to find some more, crazy grass, or whatever. So yeah, be careful not to get the questions wrong. And you might recall there was some crazy grass in, like, the prologue area. But the funny thing is, we can't ever go back there. But theoretically, I guess if you hack the game to give yourself the Keaton mask at that time, you could maybe talk to a Keaton there in that prologue area. That'd be interesting. And once again, visit that spot to get the silver rupees back. We're actually... Can we do this now? Yeah. Alright, so now here's another 3-day minigame. And we couldn't really do this minigame before because we didn't have the hero's bow, but... Actually, I guess we could have... Like, we don't really need the hero's bow until the 3rd day, so we probably could have done this on that cycle. But we're doing it on this cycle now. So now it's a Bonshu minigame. This is one of the very, very few uses for the Bonshu. I'm gonna cheat. Perfect. See, this thing goes faster. 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 I'm surprised that one hit. I'm surprised that one didn't hit. Alright, well, another round we go. Another round on the merry-go-round. Oh, that one actually got nice. Hang on. Did you see that, honey? He got a perfect score. We have to share happiness with him, honey. Money. That's annoying. Let's show off even more for him, darling. Cool. Okay. Now we are going to go to... yeah, we want to come to the bomb shop, is what I'm trying to say. So, after we get the powder keg license from that big Goron, we can buy powder kegs right here at the bomb shop. For only 50 rupees. And if you buy it from the Goron, you have to pay 100 rupees, which is a lot. Yeah, his instructor is obviously the big Goron. Yeah, we gotta do something in here later. Okay. Okay. On to Milk Road. Because this cycle is gonna be the Romani cycle, and we might actually try to do the full Cafe quest. If I play my cards right, we can do the Cafe quest. Okay, maybe a little bit closer. Alright. Alright, so we'll leave you to that. Let's cut this grass, shall we? Well, that was actually shorter than I thought it would be. Yeah, we don't have to do any more Keaton stuff since we already got the heart piece from it, but I want to play more quiz. I love quizzes in these kinds of games. Romani is of which race? How many balloons does Romani, the girl at the ranch, use during practice? Which is, I mean, I guess technically we could have known this from visiting there yesterday. She uses one. Who is the leader of the Bombers Gang? Yeah, Bison is the guard captain. Gorman is, you know, the circus dude who got a raw deal. Jin. What is the name of Clocktown's Inn? Stop on in! Stop on in. Once it's completed, how tall will the festival tower at the carnival be? 4 stories, I guess. Oh, that isn't really a dungeon. Hey, as long as it's open to traffic, it's fine. Yeah. These are almost blowing me up. Isn't that your horse? That's my horse! That's my horse! But as you can see, the ranch seems a lot happier now. That roof is intact. Romani here is not sitting all brain dead. Let's take a look inside. I don't think... She might actually be in the barn. See if these good folk are prejudiced. No? Where is she? I guess she could be in the house. Maybe she's actually out here in the field. I don't even know. Oh, there she is. Yeah, there she is. I barely saw you. Oh my, did you come from town? And that means... Look, we're just open to traffic. Good, I can deliver milk to town now. Welcome to Romani Ranch, Chateau Romani's village. Enjoy yourself. Freaking talk to me. These are Romani bread. My father lent them for us, an inheritance from the heavens. The special Romani bread cows are the source of Chateau Romani, the most desired of forbidden milk. That is very interesting, along with that pose you're making. It is a mystical milk that fills you with magic power. If you seek the dreamy milk of Chateau Romani, please visit Latte near Clocktown's East Gate. How was my sales pitch? What if I said it just like it's written in the brochure? Hey, who are you? Oh, this is my first time meeting a foreigner. You're cute. I want to assume that she'll just say that for the Deku as well. Hey, who are you? I'm Romani. I was given the same name as the ranch. What's your name? Shireen. Shireen? That's a nice name, but... How about Grasshopper? That's the name Romani gives you. So you're wearing green clothes and you patter about when you walk, so Grasshopper it is. Romani was practicing for tonight. Tonight, they are coming. They come at night, every year when the carnival approaches. They come riding in a bright, shining ball. A whole lot of them come down. And then, they come to the barn. My older sister won't believe me, but Romani must protect the cows. Hey, Grasshopper, I'm recruiting for an assistant right now. You're a boy, won't you try? Yay! She knows the gender roles well. Great! Now that's the spirit, Grasshopper. Okay then, I'm going straight into my strategy. They'll appear all over the ranch. They'll aim for that barn and approach it slowly, so hit them with arrows so they can't get in. You got that? And you mustn't leave the ranch. Grasshopper, let's practice right away. There are 10 ghost-shaped balloons on the ranch, so hurry and burst them all. If you take over 2 minutes, you're out. The current record is 1 minute. Are you ready? We get to ride Epona! Alright, once more for the top link. Perfect. You might still have to do this twice. So I know there's another reward for it. You can also see where the balloons are dotted on the map there. I'll just spam it like in Banjo. Spam it like in Banjo. Okay, you're done. Amazing! It's a new record! You two are perfectly together. I'll teach Romani's horse-calling song to you, Grasshopper. Now you two keep getting along and go practice some more. The horse seems to like this song. Come on, I'm clicking up, you stupid controller! God! God, I hate the Switch's C-stick. It is Epona's song, the song of two who are bound by trust. When your arrow hits these, they burst into nothing, but the real ones will keep popping up. If they get in the barn, we lose. They run away at first light of the sun, so we'll have to keep fending them off until then. Did you get that? The operation starts tonight at 2. I'll be waiting in the barn. Don't be late. Alright, well now we have to actually do that again. So, like, in Ocarina of Time, like, allegedly Link does marry Malon in the future, which, you know, I vibe with that. I like Malon. She's a cutie. She's a good fit for Link. So I just like seeing, you know, these two interact. I really like Romani. I love the, and I really like this whole ranch plot line. So in that, wow, Epona jumped the fence while I was in first-person mode? That is honestly bizarre. Like, she's really stubborn about jumping fences sometimes. I cannot believe she did that. But yeah, those are just aliens. We're about to deal with a freaking alien invasion here. I am shooting Epona in the head. Alright, I broke my record. You two are perfectly together. Yeah. What? Why should have another reward for me? Alright, talk to me as a Goron again. Hello, Mr. Fauna. Alright, so now we can ride Epona! If you try to ride the horse in that form, you'll flatten the poor thing! Oh, yeah, good point. Alright, Deku Link, let's ride Epona! You can't even reach the horse in that form! Fine, sheesh. Not as fast as Goron Link, though, so I don't really see myself using Epona except for moments when I have to. Hey, Cremia. Can you say something? Is there Romani bread? Yeah, no reaction to me riding this horse. Alright. Just wanted to know for sure. So we've never been down here before. The Gorman track. Oh, that's familiar. They are Gorman's twin or triplet brothers. Is that pathetic thing your horse? I'd have guessed that little thing was a mule for sure. Ain't that right, little brother? Do you think a horse that pathetic would gallop if you push stick forward or run faster if you press A? This guy's funny. Why don't you give us 10 rupees for the chance to race against us? If you win, we'll give you something nice, kid. What do you do? It's a simple race. Just go once around the track. If you can beat us to the finish line, you win. You ready? I don't really have a favorite per se, and rather like them all. But if I had to pick one tit for tat, I just like them all. Yes, I like them. Yes, I like them. What's trucking. But if I had to pick one tit for tat, I'd rather prefer the fridge. My God, I love the fridge! I can't believe we lost! Hey bro, what if we can give that to this guy? We gotta give him something. Well, he's a kid, so what could he do with it? It should be fine. The Garo Mask! The wandering ninja spirits who appeared at Icona once wore this. Which we have no idea what any of that means. In exchange, you can't tell anyone where you got this. He rubbed the Gorman Brothers' noses in it. And then the suspicious Gorman Brothers were added in. Yay. Epona, let's get the hell out of here. You know what? Screw you, Epona. Faster doing this. So, fun fact about this mask we just got. We need it to advance the game. We'll get into the details of that a bit later. For now, we got an important date with a P-hat. The only P-hat in Termina. Let's make this species go extinct. There's also your tattle salts on it. Just remember that it's cool, that its root area is soft. Fun fact, when he had Tattle examine enemies, she'll, like, chastise Link for not remembering what these enemies are. Because, you know, they were in the first game. Like, that doesn't make any sense, though, because, like, how would she know that Link has encountered these enemies? Like, she doesn't know anything about Link, that he's actually, like, a big adventurer and hero. Like, where does she get off criticizing him like that? Doesn't make any sense, honestly. Alright, so our next appointment. We are going to the beach! Makes no sense how she ran in from that specific direction. What the frick was that? There we go. So yeah, you need Epona to get to this next region, which means you have to do that powder keg thing. You know, get the powder keg quest and whatnot. The Great Bay Coast. And you can tell this is a troubled area because it's playing a remix of the music from the previous two troubled areas. So, you know, it's got its own little curse here, so to speak. Tingle's way up there. Fun fact, this is also a Smash Bros. Melee stage, and for some reason they don't bring it back in the later Smash games, and I think that's stupid. Somebody, please, get me to shore. And got an interesting puzzle here where we can push something while in the water. It's the only time in these games we have to do this. Then I become a Deku for no reason.
I'm Mikal of the Zor people, guitarist in the Zor band. I think this is it for me. My final message. Will you listen to it? 1, 2, 3! Oh baby, baby, listen to me! The carnival's beginning soon, we're the ones they're waiting to see! But that girl, our vocalist, she laid some strange eggs and she lost her voice! You can't hear what she says, whoa, whoa! And Great Bay now, something is happening, is it now? Oh baby, listen to me, I don't wanna beg her, we're the pirates! They stole that girl's eggs, I went to stop the group of pirates, then pow and bam, I got locked down, and here I am! If I die like this, even if I die, it won't be in peace! That's for sure! Somebody please rescue her eggs before the pirates take their toll! Or somebody please heal my soul! That's all! Thank you! I love how he had that much energy left and spent it like that. But please, my soul, just heal it!
So, remember all the work we had to do to get the Deku mask and the Goron mask? We immediately just get the Zora mask as soon as I actually play with the Ocarina, I guess. Like, as soon as we step into this area. We play games. You got the Zora mask. This mask contains the spirit of a legendary guitarist. Wear the mask succeed and have the body of a Zora. Press C again to return to normal. To normal. Carve my farewell song on my grave. I'm depending on you to help that singer girl. Like, this one is honestly more sad than the previous two because, like, this guy was still alive. We just, you know, we just ended him. Like, he was already dying, but, yeah, we just witnessed his final moments. Herein lies Mikal, the legendary guitarist of the Zora tribe. He is to be remembered in song, and his lyrics are written here. Sure. Shove into the muck of the Zora, we swim, speeding through the seas with A and stick. If far is pressed with swimming, a shield is produced to deflect enemies. Spoken. Okay, this one's actually spoken. If you have magic. We can even die by pressing B. Oh, oh, we the Zora. For my punch of anger hit me. Press B repeatedly for a flurry of tags. Yeah, yeah. For my deadly move, press and hold B. Now release, it's the final blow, my double cutters. Whee! Alright. Let's test this baby out. I mean, get to skip the freak out animation, but I'm sure we'll see it eventually. So yeah, Majora's Mask on the 3DS. They really butchered Zora Link. But, you know, I really like the 3DS version overall. I like how it changes the bosses. I like how it adds the fishing mechanics. Zora Link is the main thing I don't like. Oh, and they also make it easier to, like, more convenient to skip time, but that's a matter for later, actually. That's actually a little mechanic I haven't showed yet, but we'll get there. Give me arrows, actually, please. Wow, thank you, game. You're so good. Alright, you're so good. So we do actually gotta have a word with Tingle here. Yeah, that's actually the longest Tingle fall because, like, it replays his falling animation like a second time, but very briefly. Going. We need to get Tingle's picture. Perfect. Okay, that might not actually be perfect. I only know this is perfect. Yeah, let's roll that one for now. Yeah, this is the only map we don't actually have yet. Okay, with that, we are... immediately gonna go to the Southern Swamp and hand this picture in. I hope it's actually a good enough picture. Why don't you show me the pictograph you've taken? Wow, that's my son! Yeesh, is he still doing that sort of thing? How humiliating, this guy, he's my son. As long as he's still doing some pretty silly stuff. I guess I spoiled him too much when I was raising him, but he really is a kind-hearted boy. Well, thank you for going to all that trouble. It's just a small token of my gratitude. Alternatively, you could have given him a picture of the Deku King, but this is more funny. We get some funny lore out of it. Could you tell my son something for me? Could you please ask him not to go outside that outfit anymore for the rest of his life? You know, I don't want to put that on, actually. But that's all we need to do. Back to Great Bay. Actually, no. I just remembered we gotta get another red potion. And now we are not going to go to Great Bay, because we gotta stop somewhere else first, eh? And we are gonna have quite the busy schedule before the alien invasion. There's honestly a lot I want to try to get done in this cycle. So we gotta work super fast, eh, Goron boy? know, since we happen to be here at the observatory, so let's just rewind that a little bit just to save a few milliseconds. Since we happen to be here at the observatory... Actually, okay, let me think. Okay, now that magic bean spot's not there. Okay, screw the observatory for now. We'll stop by here on our way back out. But anyway, we're going in here next. Don't know you failed as my meat shield. You'll notice that as we venture into this canyon, the sky has turned an eerie pink color. Yeah, as you can see, Epona makes you completely invincible. I love it. Hee, that's a nice mask you're wearing. That is the mask of the leader of the ninjas who once spied on the hilltop castle with a blood-stained history. With that, you may be able to call out their spirits that even now are still wandering. Perhaps you may be able to save the souls that wander beyond here. So, we actually need this mask to get to the next area. It's a very obscure piece of required collection. First, we have businesses in this area. Icona Graveyard. I love the way Dampy moves. Dampy is another character who moves by, the actual time. So when you have time slowed like this, he is just so freaking clippy, and I love it. I'm Dampy, the Gravekeeper, who watches over this graveyard. My face is frightening, but I am not a bad person. All the graves here belong to the family members of the King of Icona Castle, a place that lies beyond the mountains. Even nowadays, the ghosts come out at night. It is a frightening graveyard. Ye who awaken me, battle me, then shall I extinguish the furious flame. We have to use the Sonata of Awakening. Yet it is used for other little puzzles outside of opening the Woodfall Temple. No, this is not what I meant to put on. Hurry, chase him until you get your chance at him. If you get too close, you might regret it. So as gigantic as this guy is, he's a pushover. Wait! It is my loss! Sheath your weapon! I commanded the Icona army of Icona Kingdom atop the hill. I am called Skull Kita. Since being shamed by loss in a battle within my kingdom, I have waited here for one to come and awaken my soul. Young swordsman who has awakened and definitely defeated me, I shall rely on your power to fulfill my request. I ask you to take my soul, which rests in the fiercely burning flame, and convey my words to my men, who even in death remain loyal to me. Tell them the war has ended. then I shall be able to drift quietly into sleep. Captain, sir! May I take leave, sir? Yes, sir! I just liked that, you know, this captain was an actual giant. I just wish, you know, this world had other giants. Just with the Goron, because why not? We gotta use the Goron to get out of here anyway. You got the captain's hat. Where was he? The ghost of 100 soldiers swear allegiance to the symbol of authority. Okay, so here's some fun trivia. So when we reset cycles, if we open a chest that has like a heart piece or a progression item, it's replaced with just 5 rupees. But this captain's hat is one of the few things that we can recollect. Just for no real reason, but it's cool. Alright, so let's just show Dampy here a new mask. What are they out when it's not even night? And then he bursts into super speed mode. Dampy is like running across his entire cycle that he would go through in a day. It takes cover in his own house. That is hilarious. Alright, let's get out of here. So now we are going to boost on over back to our horse. Ow. Too late to suck him. We are gonna ride to the observatory. Alright, Epona, you served your purpose. Nice. But yeah, we also have this guy up here. If Link would actually know how to make contact with a tree. Oh yeah! Hey! I stole that ruby from a crow! Don't go stealing it, man! Yeah, this is kind of a jerkish thing we can do to somebody. I'm fine with it. Everything about this game, just, like, this was, like, the second 3D Zelda game. Like, this is, like near the beginning of their, you know, their usual formula. And it just feels so revolutionary. Like, everything here is just vastly more creative than most other Zelda games, especially Breath of the Wild. Yet we are going to do this Moon's Tier stuff again. It's like there's the fact that you can, like, play as, like the other races here, instead of just, you know, Link and his usual skill set. Like, I really wish other Zelda games would do that. Let me think. I was thinking, like, we could also just go through the Bomber's hideout and get that silver rupee, but I'm not gonna worry about that now. Yeah, in Wind Waker, like, you could play as Medley and Makar in their dungeons, but, you know, their mechanics aren't really as elaborate as, like, the Link's forms are here. Let's actually visit the Stockpot Inn. I won't really memorize Postman's schedules well. We do gotta... Okay. Okay, so right now she's not present. So I think we just have to wait a little bit for Postman to get here. Okay, what do I want to do now? Oh yeah, we gotta deliver this Moonsteer. Yeah. Like, you know, just to, like, talk about Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom's design philosophy a little bit, it's lazy. Like, it just embodies laziness. Like, the fact that they, you know, shafted proper full-size dungeons for, you know, the tiny repetitive shrines and the miniature dungeons that they have, that's just lazy design. And the fact that instead of, like, designing the overworld with, you know, set paths and a set order of operations, instead make it so that, oh, Link can just climb anything, he can just fly over anything, so you don't gotta worry about how to find someplace. That's just lazy. It's just lazy design to me. And it just, and even worse, it just encourages players to be lazy. It's like, you know what? Like, it's basically like, why should I set up a mechanism to have the ball hit this switch when I could just shoot a bomb arrow at the switch? Like, the fact that they have so many, like, easy ways to skip puzzles. Like, if you just gather up all your random junk and resources that you picked up. It just feels lazy instead of doing it the creative way that was intended. Alright, so now we're actually going to do this title deed quest. How it works is, like, so each area of the game will have a Deku salesman. Hey, stop me by, you're not from here, are you? I sell magic beans. Yeah, fun fact, after you visit the magic bean guy in the palace, this guy will sell you magic beans. So, you don't have to keep going to the palace, because that's just way too much trouble. But I'd really like to leave my hometown. I'm going to find some success in a livelier place. No business in another place, you need to go to the proper channels first. Know what I mean? Yeah, I do, mate. So, you have to visit these guys in each area and give them the title deed of the previous town. In which case, you have to represent the race of that previous town. In this case, you know, the previous town was Clock Town, so you have to be a human. And for each one, we will get a heart piece out of it. Why? You know, there's actually something a little interesting down here. I will just show it real quick. One of these snowballs. There's a Tektite. That one has the Goron Elder. We don't care about him. One of these snowballs just has a turtle. Like one of the snapper turtles. Alright, well, let's not waste our time with that. Like, I always thought that was really bizarre. Like, of all the random enemies they could have hidden up here, like in those snowballs, I mean, yeah, the Tektites make sense, the White Wolfos make sense, because, you know, they're already enemies here. But one of them just has a turtle from the swamp. And it's funny, because, like, the turtles only ever appear in the swamp. Like, we're not going to see them from the rest of the game from inside that snowball. It's just so random. Alright, I'll give you my biggest bomb bag, regular price of 1,000 rupees, and you'll give me your big bomb bag in just 200 rupees. Okay, we need... Problem is, we don't actually have the big bomb bag, so we can't get that anyway. We'll just pop it... one thing I didn't show while we were over here the first time, it's like, if you look over there, you can see, that stone tower. We see that tower from, like, the Termina field, and, like, it's in the direction of the canyon. So I just think it's some neat, you know, world-building continuity that you can see the stone tower from here. Plus, it's a nice little preview of a future area, and I like it when... I really like it when games do that. Like, if they allow you to, like, see later levels from other levels, or vice versa. You know, Mario Sunshine is known for that, and I really like that. Xenoblade Chronicles also does it. I thought I'd need to fill a deck in a place like this. But I'd like to go back home and do business where I'm surrounded by grass and trees.
Going straight back to the swamp.
Then we'll go back to the swamp where we belong. Swamp. Window with you. Let's get our Zora mask ready. Actually, let me think. You know what? You know what? Since we're here, we're going back to the Snowhead Temple. And we're actually going to show you, actually, let me think. Okay, I want to go back to Clock Town just to check up on Anju, because I don't remember when the postman shows up. And we gotta, like, be there in time to get something else from her. Hear her walking. Okay, she's coming. She's going up there. Alright, so can I talk to you with Caffies? No, I can't talk to you at all. You're just dead zone miserable. Okay. Alright, heck with Andrew then. gonna do this. Let's see if we can defeat Goat again before the postman arrives. Link, what the hell was that? Okay, that time you flagged in the right direction. Ye who hold my remains, return to the appointed place to face me. So, if you return to dungeons, you know, because remember, when you start a new cycle, the dungeon resets. You can redo the whole thing if you want. But, if you just want to skip to the boss, you can. And this largely depends on what quests are only available before a dungeon and after a dungeon. So, it's how it conveniently works. I also like how, like, the tip of Goat's horn there just sticks out. It's not completely frozen. It's a funny little detail. That should have been some heavy damage. Frickin' 2 jump strikes with the Gilded Sword. See how that quickly took Goat down to his electrifying phase. He's really injured. So we never actually talked to this little frog friend here. I've been waiting for you, Dongero. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, but it looks like you've lost a little weight. As you can see, Dongero, the long winter has ended and spring has finally come to these mountains. Let us begin our course! Fortunately, it seems all of our members have gathered. Perhaps it is because winter was too long. They must not have realized that spring has come to the mountains. When the great Dongero has come for us too. What a pity. Where in the world could the other members be? What could they be doing? I don't know, but we're about to do another quiz. Because there's actually some Keaton grass that only appears when it's spring here. Which one is it? Yeah, this one. Okay, you already asked this one. Already asked this one. What are the magic words that Tim created? Tingle, tingle, kululimpa. Jim. What color trunks does Tingle the mapmaker wear? Once again, check on Andrew. No, I just remembered something. So the other reason we wanted to do that, besides to start this frog quest... I'm going the wrong way. Because now that we have our Zora mask, there's something new we can do here. You guys get to see his chest animation too. On top of that, there's also some bonefish in this water, so yeah, they actually put some enemies down here. Also another hidden chest with some rupees. Apparently this is where the bonefish spawned from too. Funny enough. Well, sadly, we just missed the postman's dialogue, so I'm just gonna have to recap that on my own. Welcome to the Sock Pot Inn. Did you have a reservation? You do have a reservation. That's good. Mr. Shireen, is it? One moment, please. Mr. Shireen, I have you down for an afternoon arrival. The room is our knife chamber on the second floor. Here's your key. You're not sure why, but you apparently had a reservation. This is fortunate. Yes. Please relax. Alright, yeah, that's the part I wanted to catch, because that actually gets added to the notebook. So, in the dialogue between Anju and the postman, she would be surprised and say, Where did you get this? From the postbox. I meant from the postbox where? From the postbox somewhere. So right now, we're going to deposit some rupees, because we're about to come across some more rupees. Now we can enter this room, where we can get Silver Rupee. What a ramshackle inn! Is this room first class? You can hear whoever's next door for crying out loud. Well, whatever. We're staying for free, so we can't expect much. Yeah, not to mention we got some money out of it. Let's go back to the swamp. Yeah, I never showed this animation though. So yeah, that's what happens when those big octos get ya. They're creepy. We're going here to talk to our first Froggo. Ah, Dongero, it has been so long. What has brought you all this way? Could it be? Has spring finally come to the mountains? That look, it is true. Winter was so long that I began to lose all hope. I understand. I shall head for the mountains immediately. Let me think. Okay, we're gonna go pop to Clocktown again, because I do want to show a little something interesting in the slot pod end. We also gotta go to the Postman's, yeah. I want to do that before this day ends. Just don't know, like, what time, like, this event's supposed to happen here in the stock pod. Yeah, it's 3 o'clock now. No one's arrived. Alright. Well, instead, let's just go to the Postman's. Yep, just in time. So now we can do a little something interesting with the bunny hood. Oh yeah, here's what the bunny hood does. Makes Link run super fast. Not as fast as the Goron mask, but it has its conveniences in some areas. 4, 5, 6. Wow, those ears! Oh, they're fake. You startled me. And to recap, like the parallel version of the Postman, you know, the running man, we had to give him the bunny hood. Don't disrupt my training. In my mind, I'm running for exactly 10 seconds without looking at a clock. I was in the middle of mental training. You may make fun of me, but this is quite difficult. Will you try? Just say to start. 10 seconds, look at the Postman. You think you hit 10 on that? Just say again. I like how Link's leg is just clipping in there. Nope. If you did not have the bunny hood, that timer would disappear after, like, 3 seconds. Huh? 10 seconds? That is amazing! You ever like a suitable for a postman? As thanks for showing me something impressive, I give you this. Can't be like this. I'll have to train more! More! See, that person is arriving now. I'll forget him. Now we are actually going to return to Great Bay. And I forgot to do the thing with the red potion at Icona. I'm so stupid. Oh, I should have done that when I was at the graveyard. Such an idiot. No. Thankfully, Pona's still here. There's just a guy here. Huh? Don't tell me. I'm shocked. You're the first person who's ever spoken to me. Yeah, here's one of the, like, the 2 required uses for the Lens of Truth, the other being to follow Romani. I've been here for many years, waving my arms around asking for help, but everyone ignores me and passes me by. It's because I'm about as impressive as a stone, right? I'm used to it, though. I have a request. Can you give me some medicine that would make even an unnoticeable stone like me feel better? Is that it? I feel better, I think. Thanks. Oh, here, in gratitude. You got the stone mask, where it was seen to become as plain as stone. Now, let me practice standing up. She-Ra, the stone soldier, was added to your notebook. This is like the only notebook person who is not in Clocktown, which is weird. Well, not Clocktown or Romani Ranch. Those are the only 2 places that have notebook people, except for this guy. It's really weird. Let's turn you off. On. Get out of here. Once again, gonna warp to Clocktown real briefly to see if that person has arrived yet. I want to freaking show them off. No, okay. Okay, back we go. Alright. Great Bay! No further delay. So, first thing we're gonna do in Great Bay. Yeah, here's where all the like-lights are in the game. Like, you know, like-lights were very frequent in Ocarina of Time. In this game, they are kept limited to this ocean. You'll find them all over the ocean, and yeah, just really weird how they kind of reduce the like-lights role like that. The Pirates' Fortress. Yet, meet the Gerudo race. Yeah, in this, like in every other Zelda, they got a history with Ganon, and they'll kick you out of their town because they don't like men. And, they're a desert race. In this game, they're pirates. So I just think they're just a lot more interesting in this one. But now it's time to test out our new Stone Mask. What does the Stone Mask do? It makes you... I kind of don't really want to do that. Stone Mask makes you invisible. We're just going to pour this one stuff. And when you're invisible, even Gerudo guards don't... Well, the Bonefish certainly see you, apparently. But these Gerudo guards, they will not see you. Also upset that you're right behind them. That's the main reason we wanted the Stone Mask. But in the 3DS version, this Stone Mask and, Shiro the guard, he's found, in the center of the fortress. So we'd have to do, some of this area normally before we could actually get his mask. It's kind of funny. But here we have the only other required use of the Picto Box. It's not really a good picture. Okay. Go with that. Hey, you! Halt! Oh wait, it actually does skip the animation. Okay, we're actually gonna show it though. Now, that one's freaky. I think that person's there now. Nice. The fisherman's hut. Been catching fish in these seas for 30 years. When it comes to catching fish, I'm even better than the Zoras. That's what I like to be saying anyway. Lately, the seawater has gotten really warm. It hasn't helped my fishing at all. And what's worse, this water has gotten murky, so when I ship out, I always lose my way and somehow end up back at shore. You fishermen and even the fish are in a real predicament.
Help me! Please take me back to the waters near Pinnacle Rock!
Oh, you're interested in that fish? It's a rare fish, isn't it? It's called a seahorse. I caught it swimming around here, just off the Pinnacle Rock. Since it's rare, I was thinking of selling it at the town carnival, which should be starting soon. If you want, I'll give it to you, on one condition. You have a pictograph of the female pirates. Yeah, that's just a really random request. Oh, that's it! I had a picture like that. Well, aren't you a crafty one?
You'll give that to me, won't you? In exchange, I'll give you this. We got a seahorse. Hurry, take it to its home at Pinnacle Rock.
Thank you. Hurry, take me back to the waters near Pinnacle Rock.
With Pendergrass, the sepia tone conveys a lot more emotion than color. Isn't it great? This picture he gave me is going to be one of my treasures. Oh, that sounds creepy to think about. Yeah, here's the graph he was talking about just now. Yeah. We're not really going to deliver you right now, my friend. Yeah, it kind of gives me a little Rareware feel. I just like how, like, a lot of the animals in this game are just intelligent. They can talk. There he is. Okay. I'm terribly sorry. There are no vacancies today. We're booked solid with reservations. I made a reservation. The name is Shireen Goro. Mr. Shireen Goro. I don't have a reservation under that name. There is one close to that, but... What? Really, Goro? Well, it's nice weather, so I'll just sleep outside, Goro. I'm terribly sorry. So yeah, that's why we had the reservation here, because this Goron has the same name as us. In the 3DS version, you actually need to be Goron Link to actually get that key. Which is a nice little change they made. I can appreciate that. Yeah, that's the main thing I was trying to show there. Back to Great Bay. So if you venture too far out into the ocean, it does like a haunted wasteland thing from the first game, and you void out and go back to the shore. But if you go between these two particular rocks, you'll go to Pinnacle Rock. Now we must let our little friend free.
You have strange powers, Shireen. I have a request for you. Please follow me.
So this is like a haunted wasteland thing where you have to follow this path in the given order to actually make it through, or you'll void out. You don't need the seahorse. Like, if you can memorize the path, and it's not really a hard path to figure out, you know, you can get through here. But the seahorse will have a reward for us for doing all this.
Here in the depths of Pinnacle Rock live many dangerous sea snakes. My friend is trapped here. Shireen, can you please find a way to rid the area of all the sea snakes? Help my friend.
And we get, like, some of the creepiest enemies in Zelda. The pythons. And this is our main objective for Great Bay Coast, to find the Zora eggs. Yeah, like, we briefly saw the animation of it capturing us. Might be because of, like, shocking my way out of it.
But this area is the main reason we want all these bottles. In fact, it's not even this area. Like, by the time we get to Pinnacle Rock, we need 3 bottles to catch all the eggs here. But when we do the next leg of this little quest, we're gonna want 4 bottles, and thankfully we're about to come across our 4th bottle. Nothing inside that one. It's even creepier when the music goes away because it's turning nighttime. Should actually probably break some of these to get some magic. Perfect. Especially like the way the clock gets all distorted underwater. It's so spooky. Take some lulas for our troubles. Pointless. That'll be all of them. So yeah, we had to defeat the ones that were guarding the eggs, but if we defeat all of them, we can help the seahorse's friend.
Thank you, Sherry. This is a symbol of my deepest gratitude.
Yay, we can start our second row of hearts. Mikau, haven't you seen any gold-colored fish around here? Gold-colored fish know this area very well. I was thinking of getting one to guide me to Pinnacle Rock. If the water wasn't so murky, I wouldn't have to rely on the guidance from a gold-colored fish. Yeah. I'm having a hard time hitting that perfectly. Hey, what are those Zoras doing? Hmm? What is it, boy? Did you also come to watch the Zora eggs hatch? I'm excited about it too, but those important eggs haven't arrived yet. It takes about 1 to 3 days from the time Zora eggs are laid for them to hatch. Yeah, how convenient! 1 to 3 days! But if they aren't kept in this aquarium until then, they may die. The reason for this is that the recent abnormal weather has caused the ocean temperature to rise in this region. Zora eggs are very sensitive to changes in the temperature. The only way the eggs can hatch is if they're placed in this aquarium water, which I set aside for them long ago. The Zoras are well aware of this, but they're still late. I wonder if something has happened at Zora Hall. Zora eggs won't hatch unless all eggs that were laid at the same time are brought together. It's so inconvenient and arbitrary. Yeah, basically there's 2 uses for the Picto box in this game that give us heart pieces. There's the contest at the swamp, and there's getting a picture of the female pirate to show that creepo, so he'll give us the seahorse, basically. My legs. Hello, Ma.
You have one of the fireflies old.
Well, that's lovely.
I know. I'm excited about it. Because it's been years since I've seen fireflies.
Oh, aren't you a lucky little leg?
Like the little country or something. Apparently the bobcat and Peter are.
Alright. Well, that like still did certain animation. Oh dear. Okay, well, we can enjoy this little dinner.
Care to turn the fan on?
Yeah, I can turn it down. Zora Hall. It's a music studio, so creative. Shut up, I'm busy right now. Ah, Mikau, you caught me. Lou's been looking kind of weird lately. I was worried. It's not like I was spying on her or anything. I'm not some kind of weirdo or some sort of slimy fish or anything. Yeah. I just remembered that I have somewhere to be. What time is it? Yeah, I have to be there like now. See ya! Well, anyway. This is a really random place for this Deku salesman to be. Right, it's up here. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, you're from the mountains. I'm selling green potions. But I'd like to do someplace where it's cooler and the air is clean. I'll give you this land in exchange. Yeah, I'll give you this property that I set up in someone else's personal bedroom. Off to the resort. The mountains are calling me. They're like the most well-hidden Deku salesmen, like the other ones are pretty out in the open. Can you read Zoran's script? Alright, confirm that the Zora's language is Zoran. Lulu's diary. It has been 2 days since I've lost my voice. I don't want Mikau to know, so I talked to Evan about it. He recommended that I take the eggs to the Marine Research Lab to have them checked. I think I'll take them right away. Such a terrible thing has happened today that I don't even know where to begin writing. I heard a sound late at night, and when I opened my eyes, I saw strangers in my room. And one of them was a Deku. I tried to fight, but they were able to steal my precious eggs. It seems I lost consciousness after that. Today I told everything to Mikau, the one person whom I didn't want to know about it. At first I was too embarrassed and too sad to do anything. And with the words that Mikau said at that moment, I felt that all hope had been lost. But please, Mikau, I'm begging you, don't do anything rash. But I also had the sneaking suspicion that this Deku I let squat in my room might have let those pirates in. Let me just look at this room for a sec. I really like the rooms here in Zora Hall. Look, they got like a 4-person chair couch thingies around a table. Oh, and you can also see a pirate sword having cut whatever this is in half. Maybe that's a bed or something. I don't know. But seriously, like, this guy is just creeping on Lulu, and there's like a freaking Deku squatting in her room. So, like... here's the Zora shop. We never actually went into the Goron shop, because there's nothing really in there. It's a nice place. And I like how each of these shops just sells a Hylian shield, even though by default you always have a Hylian shield, like every time you reset the cycle. And like the only time you lose it is to the Takuri bird. That sad face is trying to tell you something. You can see it in her expression. But here is an optional use for the camera. We're going to get a picture of this sad mourning woman. And we're gonna visit that creepo again. Yeah, well, this little thing is optional. In the 3DS version, it is part of the Bomber's Notebook. After him!
Going somewhere, buddy? Shut up! I'm busy! Don't talk to me!
Okay, it's not this guy he wants. It might be this guy. Did you come here to see the Indigogas because you couldn't wait for the concert? I heard they were having a rehearsal and I've been waiting here ever since. The stage lights aren't even lit, so it looks like it'll be a while before rehearsals start. I wonder when they're gonna start. Come on, I want to see my Lulu! Ah, Mikau! Hey, what's Lulu doing now? I'm so jealous of you, to always be able to breathe the same air as Lulu. And you know a side of Lulu that I don't. You know her private side, don't you? That's wonderful. I won't ask you to introduce me. A pictograph will do. Show me Lulu's private side. Okay, this guy's another creep. Oh, Lulu's face, it's irresistible! The sadness in her eyes, the despair, oh... Please let me have this, okay? This is a weird area. For this kind of pictograph, I'll take as many as he has, so bring more, and I guess I'll just keep giving you money. This is just a weird area. It just makes you love this game even more. That's all we can really do in Great Bay right now. I think I'm going to pop into Woodfall because there is another frog friend we need to find.